Welcome. My name is Tilly, and this is Tarot with Tilly, and we are here today because we are going to have a full moon, December the 3rd, 2017, in Gemini at 11 degrees. So the sun is in Sagittarius at 11 degrees, and the moon is in Gemini, and they are opposing each other. So, now, thank you, truly. Thank you for all of the support that you give me, all the beautiful, positive, loving energy that you send my way each and every day. I truly do send it right back to you. Our first card is the King of Cups. Oh, he's the stereotypical dad in the deck. He could be giving us a little bit of tough love. He could be saying, have you made a decision? Do you know what you want to do? Do you know how to go forward? Have you made a plan? We have the Lovers. Beautiful. Now this could be, expressing our love, our passion, our desire, or feeling it, or acting upon it. This could be deepening relationships, friendships, associations, partnerships. It could be growing your dreams, falling in love with you again, yourself. Looking yourself in the mirror and saying, I love you. Use your name. I love you. The High Priest sits right in the middle. He has two keys there. Which do you choose? He sits between the pillars. The 11. Speaking of the 11, the Justice card appears. Wow. Have you guys seen stronger energy than this on my readings? King of Cups, the Lovers, the High Priest, and Justice. And Two of Cups. That's new loves, new starts, new beginnings. New passions, new dreams. Stepping into new paths, forming new bonds, friendships, love relationships. Let's stop there. Because we have some strong energy. We have the King of Cups on one end and the Two of Cups on the other. So it is about our love, our passion, our dreams. Most definitely, with cups on both ends. Now in the middle we have the Lovers, the High Priest, and Justice. King of Cups. Dad's sitting there pretty sturdy in this chaotic world we live in, because we can see the waves just crashing in. And yet he sits there and he looks us right in the eye. And he becomes the stereotypical dad. What's your plans? Where do you see yourself going? What's your passions? Do you have a plan? Is it tangible? Is it workable? Is it doable? So in many ways, we're being asked to take a step back and understand what it is we truly want and how we plan on going that direction. Dad's asking. Dad's giving a little bit of tough love. Dad's being firm here. So our questions is all about the belief in who we are. Because, think of a parent, think of a dad, or a mother for that matter, grandparents, aunts, uncles, any close loved one. And they may be asking you these questions, but only so that you affirm them to yourself, because they believe that you can do anything. They just want to hear that you know it too. So this is a time to stand up strong and proud for who you are and where you're going, who you're becoming, your talents, your abilities, your courage. And it's time to raise your confidence in your own beliefs, your own passions, your own dreams. It's time to recognize them within yourself. So we could be asked in many different forms and ways if we are committed to ourselves and our path forward. And we have the Lovers here. So this is just passions, dreams, desires. This is growing things deeper. So if it is a passion, you want to get healthier, you want to travel, you want to learn, educate, you want to build a home, make a house a home, you want to move, you want to step into a career, you want to start a business, you want to help out in the community. What is it you want? This is a time to really grow that passion, grow that dream. Take it to the next level. Take it to the next step. Now, be careful, because at the full moon, we also have Mercury retrograde. So we may be more of thinking these things than acting upon them, because we have to be sure. Dad asks us, do we have the plan, right? But more than that, we have the High Priest sitting here, right in the middle. High Priest is saying, look at where you are and where you want to go. Have you made a decision? Have you made a commitment to yourself? This is a time to sit still. And I see the 11 back there. So 11 is so important in so many ways, attached to this full moon energy and going forward. Okay? And going forward as well. So 2018, the year that we are going into, right? 2 plus 0 plus 1 plus 8 adds up to 11. And 11 is here with us today, the Justice card. And she demands that you are above board on everything. She demands that you do unto others as you would have done to you. To be the person that you want to have in your life. To give 110% in everything you do, consistently. So even though 11 is this portal forward, this path that we can see, that we can step into, it will be demanding on us. The rewards are plentiful. The rewards are plentiful. And are you making that commitment to yourself? We're being asked that. What is our greatest passions, our greatest desires? Do we want to grow a relationship, deepen a relationship? Do we want to start a career or a business? Do we want to step up to the plate on something that we've always wanted to do, but we shy away from it for some unknown reason? To force ourselves to take that step into our passions, to be bold, like Dad's being, and just asking us directly, what do we want? High Priest. The High Priest asks you to go within, to make decisions, to make commitments to yourself, and to understand what is involved. Remember, we are in a full moon, so a full moon is all about completion, healing, letting go, finishing, closure. And it's those kinds of things that we need to look at so that we can move forward into new energy. We can't expect new energy to show up if we are allowing the old clutter, the unfinished tasks, the unsaid words, the undone actions. Undone actions, you know what I mean. So it's a time to look at where we need to put closure into our lives so that we can step into new beginnings. Get excited about where we are going. To make that commitment. To expect that new beginning to appear. To clear your atmosphere around you. You know, maybe it's straightening a desk, maybe it's cleaning out a closet, maybe it's finally going in that basement, that attic, that garage, and putting things in order. Because when you start putting things in order, more things fall into order. Because you're asking order to be there. And the more you put energy into that, the more balance that comes in. So you can be your best, that you can be present, that you can give your all in all things that you do. To stay above board, to not try and find the easy way out or ignore something just because you don't really want to face it, because it's not going to be comfortable. But that's an old energy that lingers around us. I'll get an affirmation here. So when we look at the numerology, we have December. December is a 12. It boils down to a 3, and that's the Empress. So this is a month to be the Empress, to have the energy of the Empress, to be very grounded, but to look at the new paths, the birth, the rebirth, the fresh starts. And then it's on the 3rd, so once again, we're with the 3, but a solid 3. So it's mind, body, and soul. It's about manifestation. It's about dreaming about making the impossible possible, but being grounded, being, knowing that you are creating something that is tangible, that is doable. You think of Sagittarius. Sagittarius is the archer, right? We're putting that bow up and we're putting that arrow in and we're pulling back and we're just aiming and we're letting go. And we know the general direction. Don't need to know every step, but we do need to have an outline, a rough draft. And then 2017 is a 10, which is a 1. And when you do numerology, if you have 20, which is a 2-0, 30, which is a 3-0, the 0 amplifies that energy. Okay, it's like a godlike energy that comes through. The eternity, right? 0 and 8, eternity numbers. So that is your independence. Knowing yourself, knowing what you can do, knowing your gifts, your talents, your abilities. And when you put it all together, we got 3 plus 3 plus 1 is a 7. And 7 is going deep within and being truthful with yourself about what makes you happy, what makes you sad, where you want to put change in your life, where you want to stay constant in your life, what brings in value, what diminishes your energy, and being truthful about it. We can mislead ourselves all the time with excuses because our brains don't know fact from fiction. 6 of water. Six of Water appears. Nostalgia, sweet memories, old flames, yearning for the security of yesterday, the good old days. If I'm being triggered to remember the past, I can enjoy the warm memories, but must recognize that they are ephemeral. Emotion can color my recall and distort my understanding of what is happening today. I acknowledge and heal old wounds. I can experience security today, enveloped in the arms of divine love. There is no need to return to the illusion of a golden era of yore, because I can begin co-creating a better reality right now. Authentic healing and joyfulness will be mine if I stop rekindling the emotions of the past. Authentic healing will be mine if I let go of the nostalgia of the past, the emotions of the past. There is no need to return to the illusion of a golden era of yore, because I can begin to co-create a better reality right now. And emotion can color my recall and distort my understanding of what is happening today. So I acknowledge and heal old wounds. And that is truly a full moon energy. Healing. Allowing yourself to let something go, or give it up to God, your angels, your spirit guides. Ask them, take this burden from me, this weight on my heart. Let me go forward. Another? We'll do another. I have the star card, 17, the star card. Well, the big boys are out for this reading. I'm hopeful and inspired by life right now, and everything that is happening points to a renewed sense of encouragement. After all the changes I have experienced, I'm starting to recognize the hope that comes with new beginnings. So that is such a beautiful affirmation to do during a full moon period. I am hopeful and inspired by life right now. And even if you're not that hopeful, and even if you're not that inspired by life, if it's really beating you up, don't worry about it. Say the words. Say the words. Try to feel what it would feel like if you were indeed hopeful and inspired. What would it feel like? Try and put yourself into that illusion. And we do have Neptune working very hard with us during this full moon energy. So it won't be hard to step into an illusion if you demand it. And maybe we need to when it comes to our affirmations right now. To have that belief in ourselves. To know that we've got this. I am hopeful and inspired by life right now, and everything that is happening points to a renewed sense of encouragement. Because know that everything is happening to you to put you exactly where you need to be in order to go forward. So it is for your greater good. And you may not feel that way. And that's okay. But acknowledge it. Acknowledge it that maybe 20 years from now you will look back and go, ah, now I understand why I went through that. After all the changes I have experienced, I'm starting to recognize the hope that comes with new beginnings. And pat yourself on the back for making it to here. I don't think anybody has an easy journey, just a different journey, a unique journey. One more. I don't know if we can top that one, but one more it is. And the Four of Fire. Well, we have to have some fire in here because almost everything is in Sag. We have Saturn, we have the Sun, we have Mercury going retrograde. We have Venus, who's just popped in. A lot of energy in our fire sign right now. And then we have Uranus in Aries, which is a fire sign. So 4 of fire. A new creative phase, celebration, pleasure, and harmony in relationships. Dancers have partners, singers have musicians helping them create sweet music, and I find others who are in sync with me and my desires. It's a time for celebrating friendship and all that others bring to my life, a time for relishing the pleasures of being in good company. Making magic together with others is the focus at this time. Making magic together with others is the focus at this time. And all I could think of is that Lover's card that showed up in the second place when I was reading that. Magic, making magic together with others is the focus at this time. So look towards what you can do, what you can accomplish, not what is standing in your way. Things that are thought out. Remember, we have the Empress energy between December and the 3rd. We definitely have the Empress, which is saying we can step into new beginnings. We can rebirth. We can have birth. We can birth a project, a way of life. Maybe it's eating healthier. Maybe it's exercising more. Maybe it's getting the right amount of sleep. Maybe it's changing our routine so that we are walking more or seeing different sights, more pleasing sights. My dad always told me to take the country roads whenever possible because the scenery was so much nicer and you could enjoy it rather than buzzing down the highway, flying down the highway. And he's right. And so many times you'll find me on a country road far earlier than you'll find me on the highway. A new creative phase, celebration, pleasure, harmony in relationships. And we will take a Journey of Love card here for our moon. Because the moon is all about the emotion. Now, Journey of Love. Yes, we love others, but we also need to remember to love ourselves. And I think that is a strong message in this full moon, but it's also demanding the best of ourselves from ourselves. And believing that we've got this. Riding the cosmic wave. 60. Riding the cosmic wave. Your spirit flies like the wind, warms like the sun, and watches like the sky. How wise the earth, waiting for the moment to be touched. You can be carried further by the cosmic wave than by your own efforts. Where you are going cannot be attained by effort. The effort, the discipline, prepares us for the leap. And after the leap, we are no longer sustained by our efforts, but by the forces greater than us, the forces of love itself. You are stepping towards the edge, preparing to leap, and let the cosmic wave of love carry you forward. You shall be moved through grace into the new world awaiting for you. This oracle brings a message. There is a time to work hard and a time to allow the fruit of one's labors to manifest, when one may be carried by forces set in motion, by the energy of life itself. You can let go and move forth, reach farther with less effort. Now is the time to give yourself permission to stop paddling and instead ride the wave. Give in, let go, and be moved. Give in, let go, and be moved. I can't think of a more appropriate mantra, affirmation to say for this full moon than give in, let go, and be moved. Until we meet again, remember, I do love you.